Welcome to Transitional Yoga. Happy Monday. Nice to have you on the other side of the camera this morning. Welcome. This morning, let's start seated in the chair, please. Underneath me, I have one blanket that's folded up into that little lip, and I'm sitting on it. So you have a little lift to the back of the buttocks. Just underneath the sits bone. Feet are planted hip distance apart, which is just about 1, maybe 2 fist distance in between. And make sure your spine is tall and relaxing back to the seat of the chair. For this morning, in honor of Thanksgiving coming up this week, this is what our practice will be about. As a reflection from last week, we also talked about being thankful. And we did a bunch of arm positions that took our arms from a T position, right, up into a Y. So we're going to repeat that again this week. I just want you to know that. And at first today, I'd like you to come down, again, seated. We're going to work on a hand mudra while I give you a little bit of meditation to start. For the hand position this morning, both hands extend out on top of the thighs. Stretch your pinky and your thumb in both fingers and reach them apart strongly so the palm of the hand really opens, really starts to aerate and breathe. Once you have that big stretch in your hand, then I want you to take your index finger of both hands, bring it to the root of your thumb, and then your thumb will lightly connect with the tips of the middle finger and the ring finger. The pinky finger relaxes out, sort of like a cup of tea, and the palms face upward. This yoga, this mudra, is called Apan Vayu. And this mudra has a lot of health and benefits to it. It is a first aid or a heart attack preventer. All right, and heart attacks, heart complications, feeling a little blue, anything that comes with the heart, this mudra will help to remedy and help to open. Heart patients, often tied up with obligations, no longer perceive what they appear to be senseless from the outside. They have no time to relax. They also have a hard time coping with stillness. Something always has to be going on, and they often give up so much support to something or someone at work during their leisure time that there is no room for their own needs. Yet it's precisely these moments that one needs to nourish your soul. Permit yourself some time for the rosebud image. So right now, close your eyes. Enjoy this hand position. Place that rosebud into the center of your mind and start to breathe into that image. Smell that image. Enjoy the feeling, sensations in your hands. We have the light music in the background to listen to. And hopefully all of these little components will start to make you feel light. The affirmation or thought: I have the time and the leisure to see beauty, enjoy the silence, and of course today and always be thankful. Focus on that rosebud, focus on the smell. If your mind wanders, focus on the hand and drawing that index finger into the root of the thumb again, and the thumb tip to the middle and ring finger, pinky finger open. Focus on the stimulation from the hands up through the arms and into the heart. The heat, the warmth, the nurturing that comes out of all of these components. Find the stillness here and be thankful. Find the stillness here and be appreciative. Find the stillness and joy that comes with all of these things. Intrinsic happiness based on letting go, focusing inside to relief and release stress and tension, to find a moment beyond our external skin and external world, to look inside and be thankful for our breath and our bodies. The patience to have our mind start to control these little intricacies. All right. Breathe. Take this mudra, take this mindset with you this week in honor of Thanksgiving. Try to work on practicing and sharing a moment of joy with somebody who really needs it, right? If they don't know how to find joy or happiness themselves, please go out. Please try to share that with them. Try to spread a little bit of this essence of happiness from the inside out, based on true emotional connectivity versus that external world's stimulus. With the eyes continued to be closed, I want to read you a few words from the Dalai Lama. Again, reverting and talking about happiness. There are several ways of being happy. Some people are slightly disturbed and in a perpetual state of dumb bliss. They always think that everything is fine. It is not the kind of happiness we are dealing with here. Others may base their happiness on possessions of material goods and the satisfaction of the senses. We have already noted how fragile such happiness is. Even when you think you are really happy, if you take that happiness for granted, you will undoubtedly suffer when circumstances are no longer in your favor. Finally, others believe that their happiness is due to moral attitudes and behaviors. This is the kind of happiness we need, because it is based on profound causes, and it does not depend on circumstances. Take that last moment here with the Apana Vatyu Mudra, and that last few notes of the Dalai Lama. Profound causes connected with happiness does not depend on circumstance. Being able to feel your body, connect with your body, let go from the external world. This is one of those examples. Relax the hands, let them open, stretch them out again from thumb to pinky, and then turn the palms down, let them relax on the top of the thighs. If you're in shorts or bare legs, just notice the temperature of the hands. And if you're in pants, see if you can feel the temperature through the material. The heat of the arms, the heat of the body already stimulated, right? And the mind awakened with a sense of gratitude and hopefully happiness. Today's practice will be working on our heart openers, expanding the experience of the chest and the mind. And we begin by letting the eyes float open, letting the chest pull away from the back of the chair. Sit forward. Please imagine that we might be sitting face to face across from a 6-foot table, happily stretching our hearts, our internal senses towards each other. A lift of the chest, a lift of the spine, excited to reach out and greet and say hello, and then exhale, come back and bring that gratitude into your chest and relax into your chair. Heart lifts, chin relaxes. Breathe humbly into the back of the neck, into the back of the skull. Breathe humbly into the back of the neck that's actually elevating out of the shoulder blades, out of the spine. Inhale, eyes up, head up, chest up, coming forward, leaning out, greeting as we stretch. Exhale, coming back in, drawing that potential through the hands to the heart. Inhale, hands up, a little bit more movement. Open to the Y, all about you. Draw the shoulder blades down, lift the heart up, press the feet into the floor. Like truly this energy draws you up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it back into the chest, palms together. At the heart, sit back. Inhale, reach out, forward and up. Take the breath, take the rib cage. Gratitude. Inhale, up, 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 open up to the Y. And lower the hands down to the T. Stop at the shoulders, stretch through the middle fingers. Inhale, the head away from the shoulders, rotate that to the right, just the head, and make sure the arm is sitting at the shoulder. Not in back, but in front, right at the line of the breast and the armpit. Inhale the head back to the center. And exhale, turn the head the other way and adjust the left arm. Hand again sits at the line of the armpit, not back, but right there. Stretch through the middle fingers. And inhale back to the center. One more breath, both hands reach out. Chest lifts up, feet press down. And as you exhale, lower the hands to the seat of the chair. Press the hands down, lift the heart up, and stretch the nose, the heart, the soul up towards the sky. Like you're smelling the freshest, most delicious air you can imagine. Fill it up. Fill it up from the root of the stomach and let it come up through the sternum. Let it travel across to the tips of the shoulders. Let it fill you. Try to smell the air of the room. Try to imagine something you love to smell. Keep activating the rest of the body up, 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 and then slowly tuck the belly in like a little hiccup, and sit back into the chair and relax the hands on the thighs. On the next movement, I want you to slide forward so your buttocks is at the front of the seat. It is off the high ridge of the back, but do not take the towel or blanket off of the chair yet. Just move forward. Make sure the heels have also come forward, that they're not stuck underneath the body, that the feet have come forward, right underneath the knees. Square, 90-degree bends. Hands on the tops of the thighs, and we start the roll again of the chest. Inhale, forward and up. Chest, heart, arms. Inhale, lift the chest up like the shirt is coming off. Tall spine, shoulder blades down. Open the arms to the Y. Connect them in. Open the chest, look up. Breathe. Gratitude, happiness. Inhale, open the arms up to the T and stretch out through the middle fingers, relaxing the shoulder blades down. Inhale again, head and neck lift away from the shoulders, and we rotate to the right, looking at that right hand, making sure the thumb is up, middle finger stretches out, and then slowly rotating the whole body to the right. The right elbow catches the back of the seat, the left hand catches the front of the right knee. And you can see my hand has a little bit more rotation coming to the outside of that chair. It does not have to be so far back. It can rest at the top, could rest at the side, whatever that right shoulder feels like it can open up. Do not impinge it. Find freedom. Spine lift, head lifts. Sit back a little bit. Activate the abs and the core and press that right hand down towards the back of the seat. Inhale, arms right back up again to the T. Inhale to the center. Exhale, relax the shoulders down, stretch the fingers out. Inhale, big breath. Head and neck and shoulders lift away from the torso. Exhale, turn the head to the left. Adjust the hand, thumb up, middle finger out. Inhale again, rib cage up. Exhale, rotate to the left. Pressing the feet down, scooping the belly in, sitting back. At least the elbow to the back of the chair. The hand can rest in front, top, or back. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. The head rotates to the left. Scoop the belly in, sit back a little bit. Breathe into that left chest. Enjoy that moment, that freedom of rotation. The hands come up. Inhale back to the center. And exhale, lower the hands down to the seat by the hips. Press the heels of the hands down underneath the buttocks. And if you have to wiggle a little bit to get them underneath there, that's fine. Press down and the heart comes up. Lift up, open up, smell again to the sky. The head does not have to fall back like it's being washed, but it can be reaching up and forward. Almost like you have a flower coming down and you want to sniff the flower. I've been watching way too many National Geographic specials, especially on birds, and this is like a hummingbird reaching its beak up into the flower, right? Just to be able to taste that pollen, that nectar. Feel what happens to the heart and the breast and the wings. Good. Inhale, forward and up. Inhale, forward and up. Good. Slide the feet back a little bit underneath you so the calves and the heels just start to get a stretch. We're working forward into chair. Reach the spine forward. Enjoy the legs starting to work. If they bother you or the shoulders bother you, the hands can come on top of the knees. You can do one at a time. That's always an option. I want to encourage you to keep lifting the rib cage. This is a week for eating, so stimulate all of this area up, 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 and then eventually we get to stand. Oh. When you stand, try not to let the knees collapse in. Pull them apart like you're pulling up strong pants to your hips. And the pants are heavy, almost like fireman pants, so you really got to squeeze them up, 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 up. Good. Open the arms out to the wide. Drop the shoulder blades in. Now the thumbs go back, separate from the chest. Thumbs go back. And here you should just be able to make a circle with the arms slowly down. Press the hands to the sides of the legs and lift the heart up. I'm going to turn sideways now for you. I'm not leaning back. I'm not heel heavy. I'm stretching my boobs up. Let me inhale the arms up. Arms open up to a wide, chest opens up, strong buttocks. I'm not going forward or back, I'm lifting straight up, and then my arms make the circle. Stretch the chest wherever you feel it. Stop and stretch, breathe. And truly, the breath should work like the shape of the body. In through the arches, in through the knees, in through the groin, all the way up and out. Good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then slowly relax the hands to the sides of the waist. Good. Hold here, hands long. Lean to the right, press through the right leg, make the right side strong. If the arm or shoulder needs more support, it can hold on the hip. It can press on the thigh, otherwise it can keep reaching down. Right. Inhale the hands up. Now, I want you to know we're going to be coming to the wall in a few seconds, so look where my arm is going to be touching in just a moment. Inhale, release down. Left, right arm comes up here. Left arm stretches down, lean to the left now. Make the left side strong. Waist, shoulder, tush. For the sake of the microphone, my arm is not going to come to the side of my body, but I'm pressing on my leg, right? Reaching down. The other arm reaches up and over. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good job. Inhale, up. I'm going to take one step closer to the wall, so watch what happens. Deep breath in. Exhale to the right, reach over. My right arm touches the wall first. My right arm is going to slide down the wall, and my elbow stops. Can the left fingers touch? I'm going to wait here just for a moment. Breathe. You can see here, hopefully, that my right rib cage is rotating forward. I should feel like a sail is pushing me forward a little bit, and my head looks underneath my left armpit. Left arm moves up. Right arm stretches down now as long as you feel good, and push away from the wall. Push away. Connect all of this C curve in my obliques, the side of the waist. Stimulate digestion. You'll be thankful at the end of the week. Inhale, up. Whoop. And then for most of us, we're going to have to turn the other way. So you're going to look at my backside just for a moment. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hold on, hold on. Leaning to the left. My left elbow slides down the wall to my shoulder, and my right hand comes over my head. Strong legs. Push the hip bones forward like you're being pushed by some air, a sail behind you, and look under the right armpit. The left hand slides down the wall. My palms press into the wall, and I stretch my right hip away. My left side gets stronger. Stronger, stronger. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more deep breath. Good. Inhale, up. And coming back to the center. Beautiful. Give me 1 second. Let me just adjust the microphone. I'm almost got it, so we're not having so much static now. Good. Inhale the arms out, forward, and up. Bring them overhead, parallel hands. Is your belly button in? Are your inner thighs pulled up? Be thankful the legs are strong and open the arms up to the Y. Are the shoulders strong now? Right at the heart band. Arms roll back. A big circle for the arms and chest so you feel the stretch through the heart. And the hands lower down to the sides of the legs. Good. Right foot steps out. Inhale the arms out and up. Open the arms out to the Y, out to the T. And you notice I can still push my finger against the wall here. If you're not touching the wall, imagine that the wall's there. If you are touching the wall, press. Feel the whole arm bone attach into the socket of the chest. All right. Turn away from that hand. Breathe into this whole arm. To make it easier, your left foot is also going to turn out like warrior 2. Press the right hand back, stretch the left hand forward, and a little knee bend on that front side. Find the opening to the right chest. Find the tightness to the right tush. And breathe as that side opens and strengthens. 1 more breath, 1 more breath. Great. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right side in and left side down. We turn the other way. Inhale the arms out and up. Stand tall, deep breath. This time the left foot steps out, arms open up to the T. Middle finger presses against the wall. Get that stability as the legs pull up. Take a nice deep breath in. Turn towards the right hand. Breathe into the left chest. Do not shift that weight yet. Keep both legs strong. Shift. Look to the right. Right foot turns out. Left tush tucks under and the right knee bends. Stretch that left arm by pressing it into the wall. Make sure the shoulder blades work. Open the chest. 2 more deep breaths here. Make that buttock stronger. Let that front knee bend lightly. Great job. All right, listen carefully. Both hands and the left foot swing forward and up. So you're standing at the short end of the mat now. I happen to have a chair here, so move your chair from the back of the mat to that front edge. And this is what we're going to work on next. I'm going to take this other chair out of the way just for a moment so you're not concentrating on it. Inhale, arms up and out. Exhale, lean forward. Bring the palms of the hands to the edge of that chair. Let your head drop down in between, and my feet here are a little bit stuck underneath me, so don't be afraid to walk back a little bit. I don't want the chest drooping to the floor. I want you to feel like there's a big balloon underneath you, a ball, pushing you up towards the sky. Pull the belly button in. Pull the shoulder blades down, and instead look towards the knees. Look towards your thighs. Look towards your active legs pulling up, and if you can lift up off your heels, lift up off your heels. Make sure your kneecaps are pulling up. And slowly lower your heels down. Good, step back, one small step. Do not move those hands. Do not move those hands. Good, belly button pulls in again. Lifting up, there's a ball underneath your tummy. Inhale, up on those tiptoes. Squeeze your ankle bones together. Squeeze your knees together. Open up your inner thighs and roll forward over the hands gently. Ooh, it's almost like push-up. Strong arms. You should feel all of that energy coming through the toes, up through the chest, up through the arms, and that's going to enable you to come more forward. Do not drop the knees and the hips. Don't do that. I'd rather you stay high. I'd rather you put your feet back down and then stretch back to down dog, long spine. One more round. Inhale, ball under the belly. Head comes up, look forward. And as the head comes forward, guess what? Lift the heels, make the legs strong. Moving forward over the palms of the hands into push-up. Good, hold here. Belly scoops up again, higher on the toes, right leg forward. Left heel down. Left hand to the hip. Left hand to the shoulder, elbow to the sky, please. See if you can reach that elbow over the left ear, and then the hand goes up towards the sky. This arm drops into the shoulder. It doesn't reach up and out. It sits into the shoulder so you can turn and look straight that way, over the hip. Breathe. Long waist, long back here. So funny, because now that I'm out of alignment, you guys can hear the mic start to make funny sounds. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. Hand comes back to the hip. Inhale, roll up. This is going to be the hardest part. Strong left leg, step backwards. Beautiful job. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come out and forward. Can you reach that chair? Oh, there it is, belly button in. This is down dog, stretch the body back, light arches, light knees, light inner thighs. Inhale, roll up like a ball underneath your tummy, up on the tiptoes, up over the hands, into push-up. Breathe in. Good, left leg comes forward underneath the chair, and the right heel comes down. Bring the weight even between both front of the toe and back of the heels and both feet. This way you feel it's more easy to mobilize that right hand to the hip. Right hand to the shoulder. Elbow comes up instead. That elbow is going to reach over the ears, and then the arm comes straight up. This shoulder blade sits into the body. Turn. Look over the right hip. If you need more mobility, you can turn the back foot a little bit more. Good, lift the chest up. Lift the eyes up. Don't get saggy, but push away from the ground, like you're reaching up to the sky to grab something. From the chest, though, right, versus the arm, and you see my neck disappear. One more deep breath here, one more deep breath here. And then slowly lower that hand back down to the hip. Rotate the chest down, lift up, bring the left hand to the hip. Are we strong enough now? Step back. Good job. Last down dog. Inhale, arms up, deep breath. Exhale, extend forward over the front of the mat. Reach the fingers for the chair. Scoop the belly in. All right, inhale, up off the tiptoes onto the tops of the toes. Roll the chest forward over the hands. Push up. Great job. Both feet come forward. Boop. And then slowly we sit down. All right, the goal is to get onto the floor now. If you feel comfortable and you can squat down, right, the goal is to push the chair away to lower the buttocks down. Otherwise, here, hands go on the chair, and let's go down knee by knee. Okay? Any way you slice it, you're going to roll the heels to the floor, roll the tops of the feet, and sit down. All right, so those blankets that we have are very handy here. Make a little cushion, right? I'm going to roll this up just a little bit, okay? And this roll is going to sit, unless there's some big foot problems, it's going to sit underneath the tush, behind the knees, actually. And now try to sit down. Your knees will feel a lot better. It's going to give you more space there. See if this is tolerable. If you need that second blanket, let me see if I could reach it. Hold on. If you need that second blanket, you're going to roll it up very similar, and it's going to sit instead underneath your ankle bones. Either one of these are good. And finally, if this is totally not tolerable, you can always sit on the chair and we'll work from the chair. Good. Let your elbows relax to the front of the chair, crisscrossing at the elbows, and let your forehead relax down in between just for a moment. This is our version of child's pose without being flat on the floor. Scoop the belly in, otherwise you feel the tush roll back. I want you to tuck the tailbone down, scooping the buttocks down towards the heels. And that happens because the upper belly tucks in just underneath the heart. You're going to feel a lot of heat here. This works digestion, so keep this in mind as the week passes along, especially during the holidays. Inhale, chest opens, breathe underneath the armpits. Oh, you should feel thankful, relaxed, such serenity here. And then exhale, belly button pulls up and in. Oh, like you're digesting, right? Tailbone drops down. Might have the sensation a little bit like you want to go to the bathroom, but do not press down here. It's a softening, letting the back lengthen. Inhale again, chest fills, armpit fills. Smell the air. Exhale, tuck the belly button in, stretch the bum down towards the heels. Great job. And then slowly come back up. Very warm, especially being bundled in underneath the hands. Good. Inhale, up, off in the knees. These two towels, pillows, blankets we're going to use again. Sit back down on the floor, buttocks down. And we're still going to use that chair at the end of the mat. All right? All right, before you lie down, please watch what I'm doing with the blankets. If you don't have these blankets, grab a couple of pillows, and we'll try to do the best that we can. So with a little bit of this blanket, one blanket, you're going to go ahead and you're going to open it up. And you're going to fold it the long way, maybe in thirds. So you have a little bit of this length, and this should cover the distance of your spine. You can put that right in the middle of your mat. As you place it in your mat, make sure your knees are bent and they're touching the edge of the chair, and you will slide that blanket all the way to the base of the buttocks. The second blanket is going to be folded a little bit more thick, right? One. And then if you need a second one, like a pillow for your head, you could always do 2. I'm going to leave it at just 1 thick fold. Okay. And then we're going to put that like a T up to the middle of the mat so that my shoulders, my head is going to rest on it, and my shoulders will be off. Okay? Start by rolling down, please, nice and slow, releasing your spine along that mat. Make sure your head is seated on that second pillow. And there's a little bit extra blanket. Just squish it up and let it support your lower back so you have enough curve there with that blanket to support you. Slide the feet from underneath the chair, bring them over the chair so that the heels are just touching the edge. Let the front of the hip bones relax down and let the arms open to a T. This posture here gives a little bit of our natural curve to the lower back and to the neck. Shoulder blades open. Okay, so you feel the dip in the hips. You feel the opening lift to the chest, and it's very subtle here. This is called a heart opener. See if you can relax the feet. See if you can relax the breath. See if you can come back into that seated meditation. If you'd like to put your hands back into the mudra, Apanavatu, you can go ahead and do that as well. Remember, the index finger to the base of the thumb, and then the thumb connects with the ring and middle finger lightly. Pinky finger opens. When the hands come into this position, you just feel what happens with the soft rib cage, with the abdominals, right? You can feel digestion start to wean off, to close. Should be able to express a bigger breath into the heart here. More opening through the nose and nasal passage. More expansion through the lungs, right? Volume increases. A greater depth to which the lungs begin to open, clearing out new alveoli. Try not to arch the neck, but breathe more completely into the front of the body and the back of the hips and shoulders. Watch carefully. Arms out, hips up. Inhale. Lengthen the neck. Try not to press it down, but lengthen the neck along the blankets. Try to lengthen the heels along the chair, and then slowly scoop the abs and roll down. As you roll down, press the legs so that the whole spine now relaxes on the blanket. Nothing relaxes on the floor. You feel a little bit wobbly here. That's okay. And we inhale up again. Press those heels down. Inhale. Hips up. Belly up. Chest up. Long arms. And again, keep adjusting the blankets, the mat underneath the head. You should feel the back of the shoulder blades pressing down towards the floor. My legs here are lengthening like I'm pulling off pants. They're not rolling out, they're not rolling in, but like stretching through the heels evenly and softening through the front of the hips and the belly. Roll back down. It's not a high lift, it's just enough to get extension of the spine. One more, please. On this one, if you feel like, wow, I can drop my head all the way down, take out that second blanket, slide it to the side, and we inhale up one more time. Arms to the T. Inhale up. Press through the heels. Lengthen the body from the waist to the heels and from the rib cage up to the heart. The arms move down to the sides of the waist. Press the hands down. And breathe into the ribs. If you need the hands to support the buttocks, you can press down. If you need the hands to squeeze the hips in, you can do that as well. Otherwise, the hands press down. This is more chest and shoulder work. Breathe, breathe. Breathe into the arms and the legs. Scoop the belly, roll down. And then we have right knee into the chest softly. Grab with the hands and let it softly release into the chest. Left leg bends. The right knee bends. Put it flat on the floor. Bring the left knee to the chest softly. Pull in. Don't over squeeze, but rather let it relax. Shoulder blades flat. Good. Place that left foot parallel to the right. The arms open up to the T. And begin to go sideways. Roll the knees softly to the right. Hopefully you're going to fall off of that mat. Good. Use your hands. Start to pull it out from underneath the buttocks, underneath the spine. Take it out of the way. Lie back flat. Inhale through the middle. Neutral spine. Balance the shoulders. Drop the abs in. Exhale, roll to the left. Belly button pulls in. Stretch the knees down towards the floor. Let them fall softly. Do not rearrange, but let them move however they move. Inhale back to the center. Hips flat, shoulders flat, belly in. Lengthen the spine by lifting the head. Good. Stretch the legs out again to the tips of the chair. Inhale the arms up to a Y. Lift the buttocks up. Press the shoulders down. Press the legs away. Make everything strong. Shoulders, hips, arms, legs, and open the chest. Breathe. Exhale, scoop the belly. Lower down slowly. Both knees to the chest. Tuck the abs in. Grab over the tips of the knees as you scoop the belly. Try not to let the neck arch, but rather flatten the back of the neck. Flatten the back of the shoulders. You do not have to overpull, but rather relax. And each time you relax, the hands will come closer together, grabbing for the opposite wrist. Grabbing for the opposite elbow. Do not lift those head and shoulders. Let them stay flat to the floor. And breathe. Slowly open the arms back up to a T. With the knees staying or relaxing into the chest, open up the heart, open up the breath to the upper part of the clavicles. And let the knees roll parallel to the right. The knee should come adjacent to that right elbow. Soften that whole left sheet from the fingers to the shoulders, to the breast line, down the ribs to that left hip. Soften. Let the head fall to the left. Breathe easy. Remember, we fall into that place of thankfulness, of gratitude, especially internally with ourselves. Deep breath in, scoop the knees to the chest a little bit, and then roll the shoulder blades flat along the floor. Deep breath in. And then slow exhale, knees stay to the chest. Roll the knees directly to the left. Head to the right. Ooh, let me see if I can adjust it. The knees are almost to the elbow. The head turns to the right, looking away from the knees. Breathing into that sheet from the right hand to the right shoulder, right breast line down through the right hip. This whole upper top side. Surrender into this position. Soften the abs. Relax the neck and the ears. Find gratitude in the moment of stillness. Inhale back to the center. Knees together, shoulder blades flat. And then lower the feet down to the floor as close to the buttocks as you can. The feet do not have to be touching, meaning big toe to big toe. They should be rather hip distance apart, but just not like far away. Tuck them back in close to the buttocks. So you feel your spine lengthen towards the crown of the head. Inhale, lift up. Hips go straight up towards the sky. Inhale, like you're taking your panties off from your hip bones down to your knees. Stretch towards your feet. And from the top of the belt line up towards the chest. So all of this midsection where my hands are here reaches and lengthens. Let the shoulder blades roll under. Let the chin lift away from the chest. Press the palms down to the floor as you press the hips up. Make the legs strong here. This is a heart opener as well because the chest is lifted. It's also a hip opener, front of the hips. Breathe into the breast line. And then slowly scoop the belly, roll down. We have two more. Inhale, roll up. Open the heart, open the chest. Roll the shoulder blades under as you press those hands down. And then scoop, roll down again. Charging the body. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, hold, get strong gently. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, get strong. And slowly lower down. All right, we're going to need those blankets again one final time. Okay? The one blanket that we use for the head, the thicker one versus the longer one, leave as is. The one that's long, let me roll up for you. You're going to fold it the same way, so you have two identical shaped blankets. And these we're going to place high up at the head. Okay? Now, if you have neck problems, which we're going to deal with first, or head problems, you're going to make it look almost like a little person. Here are the shoulders, and then you have a headrest. All right? And that way, when you lay down, your shoulder blades and heart will lay at the lower end, and then your head will sit at the upper. It's a lovely little wedge sensation. Those of you that have a little bit more pliability in the neck, right, a little bit more flexibility through the entire spine, you're going to go ahead and you're going to open up that blanket a little bit so that the highest part sits behind your heart and your head is going to droop down. And now I can always adjust that blanket a little bit more behind my neck so you see this scoop. My heart, my breast, my lungs are the highest part of my body here. My arms are happily relaxing out to the sides in a low X. My legs are drawing into my body, right? So that I feel this part of my hips softening, and my back, where the curl is of the blanket or that free space, is open and relaxed. Try to breathe into the front of the clavicles, the front of the throat. Allow the elbows to tuck under or rotate in towards the armpits. Soften the hands. And breathe into the upper chest and clavicles. Softness, let go. Softness in body first now. Softness in spirit. Softening in the soul. Let go of the legs, let them float out. Let go of the arms, let them float out. Keep opening up that chest, opening up that breath to the heart. And then to come out of this, I want you to place one of the arms underneath your head and roll towards that elbow into a fetal position. Pause here for a moment, and that way you can slide those blankets out of the way and roll back flat along your spine. If you still need the lift of the blanket underneath your head, go ahead and leave that lift. Otherwise, your body becomes flat on the floor. Shoulders are broad. Legs are long and parallel, aligning your inner thighs with each other, not touching but aligning, and then softly allow the legs to fall out from there. Let the front of the hip flexors, let the groin line soften as you let go. Surrender through the front of the bladder, through the middle of the hip bones. And feel again the relaxation that permeates through the large intestine deep inside. The small intestine just above that, underneath the belly button. The rib line, where the stomach and the ribs meet. For our large digestive organs like stomach and liver. And then finally breathing into the heart, letting go through the chest. Letting go, releasing, and closing out our practice. Take these last few moments to drift off. To let the body lie on the ground with the eyes soft. Find those moments of stillness and thankfulness in the end of your practice. Finding stillness both in body, in mind, and how that permeates through to our soul and spirit. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Thanksgiving. Spend the time just for a moment before your feast to be grateful for something special in your life that's not tangible, something inside that drives that internal light to keep going, that perhaps will give light to others when sometimes it's hard to see. For this ability, we shall always be grateful. Have a wonderful Monday. Thank you. I'm grateful that you keep joining these lessons. Namaste. Find peace and harmony on your heart.